Hello, my name is Martin Caine, and I've been asked to wish Mountain Bosher an happy birthday. But before I do, I'll tell you a little story about how I met Malcolm. You see, I haven't always been a famous movie star. I used to actually be a pet food tester. Same bleeding difference. Anyway, you may laugh, but actually it had a lot of perks to it. I was never hungry, and I used to be able to travel all around the world. I've been to Cairo, Paris, Timbuktu, Casablanca, you name it, I've been there. Bleeding brilliant it was. And the women, I'll tell you what. Best one I remember was Esther from Spain, little Spanish bird. Oh, she was lovely. That's her there, in fact. Nice mouth. Anyway, that bird could suck a golf ball through a nose pipe. She was that good. So anyway, back to my story. What was I saying? So, yeah, I got a job in Barcelona. That's what it was. I was over in Spain. That's where I met Esther. And the old Spanish, they liked the budgerigars. And I was testing the budgerigar food. It wasn't bad, actually. So I got a bit of holiday, and I thought, what should I do with myself? I fancied going off to an island. So anyway, I popped over to Ibiza. Of course, this was back in the 1970s. Anyway, one day I'm lying on this beach and this geezer comes over to me. Bloke in a flat cap and a moccasin skin jacket. He says, "Alright mate." I said, "Yeah." I said, "What do you want?" He said, "I don't suppose you'd be interested in some genuine fake alpaca sweatshirts?" I said, "No, I would not be interested in fake genuine alpaca sweatshirts. It's bleeding 90 degrees out here." He said, "Yeah, I know that now. But in the winter time, you're going to need them." I said, "Are you joking? Are you having me up? This is bleeding Ibiza." He said, "No, you don't understand. You get the hot summers and it's like Siberia in the winter." So I said, "Alright, I'll have a look at them." Anyway, they weren't half bad, so I bought 30 of them. Anyway, me and Malcolm got to know each other over that summer. And he says, one day we were sitting in a bar and he says, "Hi, you ever thought about investing in property?" I said, "No, Malcolm, I haven't." And he said, "Well, I've got this mate, this English builder over in Spain." I said, "Oh yeah." He said, "He'll nick the shirt off your back if you let him, but he can build an house alright." I said, "Okay." He said, "If you give me 10 grand, he's found these flats, right, and the other builder who was building them, he ran out of money, couldn't finish them. You give me 10 grand, he makes a bit of money, you get a flat at the end of it, everyone's a winner. This time next year," he said, "we'll be millionaires." I said, "Oh, that sounds good. Alright." Anyway, I have to go back to London to do another job, right? This time it's Chums. Oh, that was the best one, I have to say. I go back there, and 6 months passes by, and the flats are finished. I go out for a weekend, have a look at them, very nice. Come back home. Anyway, 2 months go by, and I'll get a phone call from Malcolm. He says, "Alright, Michael." I said, "Hello, my name is..." No, I didn't say that. I think he knew who I was. Anyway, he said, "I've got some terrible news." I said, "What's happening, Malcolm? What's the matter?" He said, "You know those flats we bought?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "They're being condemned." I said, "Now pull the other one, Malcolm." I said, "I'm not having that." He said, No, straight up." I said, No, you're pulling my leg, aren't you?" He said, No, definitely." I said, "Well, why's that?" He said, "Because they were built on a World War II bomb site." I said, "Well, didn't you know that before?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, I'm sorry, mate, but you're going to have to cough it up." He said, "No, I can't." I said, "No, you're going to pay me the £10,000, and I'll tell you something else, and I'm going to come over there. I'll tell you what, this is bollocks, right? This is a load of bollocks. I'm coming over there, and I'm going to sort you out, right?" I put the phone down. Anyway, a couple of days later, I'm starting to think, what am I going to do? I have to move bleeding house, don't I? Because I can't pay the mortgage on my own place because of all that money I lost. So anyway, I end up moving to a rented apartment near to the Cromwell Road. A couple of months go by because I'm still trying to earn a bit of money. Can't be bothered to deal with Malcolm at the moment. And I go out to this bar just to cheer myself up one night because I was thinking about this bleeding flat. Anyway, in the bar on the Cromwell Road was this geezer called Jerry, a Yank. And I got chatting to him and he offered me a part in a bleeding film, didn't he, eh? In London. Of course, that was the start of my movie career. So, at the end of it, Malcolm did me a favour, didn't he, I suppose? But at the end of it, there's a lesson to be learned, isn't there, eh? Just goes to show you can't trust a bleeding bloke from South East London. Anyway, I suppose I ought to toast you, Malcolm. Happy 60th birthday. But you ain't getting a present because you screwed me over that flat, you cheeky sod. Cheers.